video went viral. Just that video like that.
I get a phone call from my oldest brother. He's like, bro, you know you're all over TikTok, you know? And I'm like, what? What's TikTok? He's like, bro, he's got millions and millions of views, but he's not telling me what the video is. Boom, hit him on the side of the head.
Yeah.
He's dropped me on the floor and then he's stumbled back. Now he's bleeding. Now he goes mad. Yeah? Now he goes completely berserk. He threw me from one car bonnet in the car park to the other. Do you know how racist this ends was?
What's going on, guys? This video is sponsored by Louis. Some of you know him on Insta as Loads, one of the best Instagram names, let me tell you that. Guys, Louis has been building online businesses for the last 5 to 10 years, and he has spent the last 5 years coaching others one-to-one on how to start businesses. Louis's got over 2,000 profitable testimonials, and guys, let me be honest with you, I wouldn't let someone sponsor the show who I didn't vouch for, so trust me, it's legit. Literally, just go send him a DM on Instagram, it's @Loads. All you got to do is say to him, I come from the BlueTick show, help me make some money. And I know most of these people out there scams, and there's plenty of people out there offering you millions and millions of pounds and stuff like that. Louis is one of the 1% who actually do it properly, legitly. You don't need nothing. All you literally need is a phone and Wi-Fi. Send him a message and leave the rest to him. Guys, and if you want to know why I'm sitting here pushing it so much, it's because realistically, doing a 9 to 5 ain't going to get you nowhere. And I know most people sit here and say this because they're getting some sort of commission for it and stuff like that, but I really ain't. I'm telling you as a good person, the host of the show, doing a 9 to 5 ain't going to get you nowhere. So go message Louis, say you come from the BlueTick show, just ask Louis for the business model, let him do the explaining, and let him explain to you how he can help you. I'll see you soon. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the BlueTick show, the world's fastest growing show. I'm your host, Mikey, and opposite me today, I got FunnyManGully, TikTok superstar, yeah?
Come on.
Welcome to the show, my brother.
We're doing it. Huh?
Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Listen, a lot of people know you from your jail videos.
Yeah.
Terrorizing jail.
Yeah.
How are you, my bro?
I'm blessed, man.
Listen, we wanted to get you on the show. Obviously, we want to hear all the stories. We want to hear the funny stories, all the drama you're involved in. But I want to hear a little bit about you as well. I want to understand, obviously, how you got nicked, why you got nicked, the whole drama, how you started on TikTok, the whole lot. So I like to always take it back to your childhood.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about your childhood. Where are you from, bro?
So I'm from Bristol originally, yeah.
Bristol, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I first of all, I was born in London, but I moved to Bristol when I was a child. Grew up in the area while I was a kid, but we grew up not fully grew up, but we spent some time as a kid in an area called St. Paul's.
St. Paul's,
Bristol, yeah. You've heard of it?
Local, Hertfordshire.
Nah, St. Paul's in Bristol. You remember
Bristol?
Yeah. You know St. Paul's, they do carnivals. St. Paul's Carnival.
No, I ain't heard of it, but anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so you've heard of Easton?
Yeah.
Oh, okay then, yeah. Yeah, so basically, boom, I grew up there for a few years, and then we moved in it. Family problems and that, so we've gone to a white neighborhood. So I grew up to a lot of like racism.
So you definitely didn't fit in then?
Yeah, I didn't fit in, yeah. So it started off in primary school, you know, the racism started there. I think I was in year 6. Like some kid came up to me, it was about a white piece of paper I had.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, you're black, you're not supposed to have that. It was an A4 piece of paper, yeah. I swung for him straight away.
Oh, you did, yeah?
Yeah, straight away, yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. My mom told me, innit, swing.
Oh, she told
Yeah.
Swear down, is that you was brought up, yeah? Any racism, punch him up.
Yeah, punch him up, yeah. That's it, yeah.
Nah, but listen, I agree with that. I agree. I got to respect it.
Listen. Yeah, 100, man. So then I went to secondary school. Secondary school went wrong for me.
Why?
I went to, actually, this time I didn't go to a white secondary school. I went to a mixed one with loads of different types of people in there, races and that. And I was getting into quite a lot of trouble. So that's when crime started for me in year 7.
Young.
Yeah.
12?
So first time was I got caught shoplifting. Yeah, it was a joke, man. I got caught shoplifting, and it was kind of a funny story because, like, I'd rather have the police arrested me than them take me to my mom and tell them that I was shoplifting. So I was like, oh. I told them, yeah, just arrest me, please, man.
Is that what you said to him?
Yeah. I was like, please. I was crying. I was like, just arrest me, just nick me, take me. I don't care. I'll do 2 years in jail. They're laughing, just driving me to my mom's, going, nah, we're taking you to your mom's. So I actually lied to them and told them that I don't live at the address. So I gave them a different address.
Yeah.
To my friend's mom's address. So my friend's yard. So I pull up there and I tried to like pretend that she was my mom.
Yeah.
So I can evade them, my mom finding out. But they kind of know that I can't remember how the conversation went. But long story short, they left me in charge with her. And then she kind of tricked me and said, listen, let me walk you home, innit?
She snitched.
Yeah, and then like she was like, oh, just a bit closer. I took her a bit closer. And then we got a bit closer. And then she goes, you know what? Let me just give it a knock with you. And then she went in and told my mom, yeah. It was
did your mum do?
Yeah, it was on madness still. It was on madness. Yeah, it was me. It wasn't that bad, but yeah, it was bad still. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, moving on from that, I actually done something crazy after that. So basically my sister, yeah, she used to love she used to love playing around with my controller and that.
Yeah.
So one time when she was in the bath, she played with the controller.
In the bath?
In the bath. So then the water gone into the controller.
Yeah.
So then my controller's broken now.
Yeah.
So these times I called up Microsoft, innit?
You phoned Microsoft?
Yeah, I called them.
My controller's
Yeah. So I told them, listen, I sent you a lot of controller time ago and you guys said you was going to fix it and this and that. Anyway, it was a long story short. I ended up getting them after like an hour of speaking to them and their manager shouting and going mad. They said, okay, cool, we'll send you a brand new controller. I was like, fair play, yeah, got a new controller. What did I do? I phoned them up and said I didn't receive it.
So you got the controller?
I got the controller now, but I said, I didn't receive it.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on with their system, but I carried this on for months and months and months. I ended up with like thousands of controllers.
But why did you want so many controllers?
Yeah. It was, I don't know, I just became a collector. Like, I had big bags of it, yeah? And then I started going into school and selling them.
What, you
to
got
people.
that many controllers?
Yeah, I had so many. And they were going for £40 at the time. But I was selling them for like a tenner. So I was going around just saying, yeah, you need a new controller. Yeah.
Well, you was phoning up Microsoft every day?
Yeah, phoning them up every single day. I had so many controllers that obviously my family started getting suspicious. They were like, why is all these controllers coming to the yard for, yeah? And then I was just like, I don't know how I was getting away with it, yeah? And there's some of them, obviously I would get them poster cards if no one was at the address. So I'll go to the post office and there'll be like 6, 7 of them waiting for me and I'll collect all of them. Yeah, it got bad, man.
How many would you say you had in total?
I think I had near enough. If we're talking about at least a 3-month period and it was almost every single day, yeah, we're talking like, yeah, we're talking, no, 3 months. So we're talking about, not 3 times a day I was ringing them.
What?
Yeah, 3 times a day, 4 times a day sometimes.
What, just belling their phone?
Yeah. And what they're doing is there was something wrong with the system, and I don't know why. They just kept sending it.
Just repeat, basically.
So on a repeat. So the postal order guy is coming with 2, 3 of them. Sometimes being like, yeah, here's your delivery. Well, I made dough off that.
How old was you?
I was like 12 years old. Yeah, that was the first time I started getting into crime, really. So and then
hustler from day.
Yeah. And then obviously the racism carried on during school times. So. But obviously, sorry. I went to a secondary school. Things got bad in there because of my behaviour. Then it got so bad that I got kicked out of school, but only temporarily excluded. So what they did was they done a temporary transfer to another secondary school.
That's mad when they do that.
Yeah. I gone to another secondary school, and basically I met some kid. He's known in the ends, whatever. He knows my brothers, my family and that. And then obviously I'm I got this different energy about me. I'm on some craziness. And then he's like, oh yeah, prove yourself and that. And obviously I think I was in year 7 or year 8. Yeah, 8 I think. And then I was like, what should I do? And he's like, listen, there's a kid playing football. He's left his blazer on the floor. There's probably a phone in there. Go grab it, innit? So I've grabbed it, took the blazer, took the phone. Didn't give it to him because I said, nah, I'm not giving it to you, bro. I nicked the phone, innit? It's my phone, yeah? And then I gave it to a girl to hold for me. And then obviously the girl snitched on me and went to the school and told her that I gave her a phone that was stolen. And then I got kicked out of there. That's when I got...
Second school?
Yeah, that was the secondary school. So second school. So then the first school is not going to have me back, are they? So I got deported, innit? Not deported from the government because I was born in the country.
To say, what?
Yeah.
Bro, what?
Yeah. I was sent. Yeah, my parents, innit?
They sent you back?
I went to Somalia.
Oh, for real? They sent you back home?
Yeah, I went to Somalia.
So that was a change of scenery. What was that like?
Actually Somaliland, innit? Because They're separate, innit? Yeah, so I went to Somaliland. I went to a city called Hargeisa. My family actually quite known in Hargeisa, the like royal family type of people, innit? So not like big like this royal family, but you know what I'm saying, innit? They're known family, innit? And obviously, you get me, yeah, things were different over there, man. Whole different. Like,
did you enjoy it?
Yeah, at the time I didn't appreciate it, but now looking back at it, I thought, bro, that lifestyle was actually nice, bro, because it makes you like appreciate a lot of things, like, you know, the way now they're probably living different, but I went there in 2010.
Yeah.
And I went there before as well. I went there before secondary school as well, but at this time I went back there for 2 years. So I went to all sorts of different types of schools. I got to experience a lot of things over there.
Any trouble out there?
Yeah, one time I chased like a bunch of kids with an AK-47. I swear down.
Sorry,
no cat.
Whoa.
No cat.
Yo, rewind that.
No cat.
Rewind.
Yeah. I chased them with an AK, yeah.
What? The gun, AK-47?
Yeah, AK-47, yeah.
What, you got an AK-47 now?
My grandma gave it to me.
Your grandma?
Yeah, basically, so what was going on, yeah, was my grandma built yards, innit?
Yeah.
So she was building bare yards, and
so your grandma was up?
Yeah, she was building yards for basically my family and that, innit?
Okay.
And obviously, water over there costs money.
Yeah.
You get me? So we used to have tanks of water to make the cement, to make the bricks.
Yeah.
So we needed the water. So what happened was, obviously, because the houses are getting built and the walls are getting built around there, these are big mansions we're talking about. The kids in the area used to love running to flipping to the water tanks and jump in there after they play football.
Or to have like a wash?
Have a wash, or just think and they do it. So there used to always be a guard in it. Okay. And then one morning, my grandma, she was really busy and she couldn't get a guard and she had to go somewhere. So she pulled out AK-47 under the bed and she gave it to me. But there was no clip in it. Okay. Get me? My grandma ain't that savage. There was no clip still.
But you still chased man down the road.
Yeah. So then my grandma gave it to me and I was just gassed in it. So I'm just there with the AK. It was heavy. Like I remember having it like there, but I'm like tilting down. And then I see the kids, and then I'm like, yeah, come, and I'm just chasing them, and then just most of them are running in it. One of them stopped and clocked. There wasn't a clip in there, and then I tried to turn around and run off in it, and then I tripped, and then they rushed me. Like, yeah, it was peak.
So
man.
1 minute, you tried to chase these
AK-47, yeah. And then one of them
got chased out.
Yeah, I got chased down, yeah. Because you clocked in it, because I don't know, he was good at clocking straps. So he's gone like that, looked underneath, and then he said, yo, there's nothing. He clocked there was no
clip magazine.
Yeah, magazine in there, or whatever it was meant to be in there, yeah. And then obviously I've gone, shit, he knows. And then all the other kids have stopped. And then they was like, Gupta. That means grab him. I've turned around and I've tripped.
Oh,
and then obviously my ankle in it. So I'm trying to get back up. And then they just started kicking me.
So what happened when you went home to your grandma? What'd you say?
Yeah, all my cousins come out because I got like 1,000 cousins in it. So like, so they got straight to the yard, man. We went to the yard. And then obviously most of them lived in tents and that. So it wasn't that hard like to try to get in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But obviously most of their families got spoken to. And a lot of them had to pay up, innit, because of my injury. Because if you smoke someone, you have to pay for the injuries. You know what I'm saying? So, it's not like over here, you don't get arrested. Like, you do get arrested if you don't have the money.
Yeah.
If you got the money, you can absolutely do anything you want. You can even catch bodies, bro. Like, you can catch bodies, but it depends on the family. Obviously, this happens in Muslim countries. Like, the family can decide what happens to you. You can either pay a certain amount of money, which is quite a lot. We're talking about, like, in my country at the time, it was like 15 camels. Now, I think it's 15 camels. I'm not 100%. Quote me wrong later.
How many are you worth? How many was your injury?
Yeah, my family, if I caught like 20 bodies, my family would be able to pay it.
No, but I'm saying.
But I wouldn't do that.
So how many camels did you charge these men for punching you up?
Nah, it was no camels. There was just, it was like they had to pay like certain amounts, so like $50 or $100, which is quite a lot of money, you know. Yeah. And plus, because of the status of my family, it was quite high. Like, you know, it was actually like they seen it as like they had to pay a bit more, innit? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they had to up the price a little bit.
So you was living good in.
So I wouldn't say I was living good because like I was living the old traditional way.
But you was rolling around with AK-47, bro.
Yeah. But I was living like, I was always around the neighborhood kids. You know, they called me outside Duck and Ellis. That's what they call people that's from the UK or from another country, innit?
Foreigner, basically.
Yeah, foreigner, innit? I got used to that. And bruv, I'm not gonna lie to you, the fighting over there is different to fighting here. Like, you know, like I thought I was fighting this kid, yeah, he was much smaller than me, and I thought, like, you know, I'm going in there straight with the fist and that. That's how we go here, innit? Yeah. But it was straight takedowns.
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Really?
So, like, as soon as I swung for him, he's ducked, gone underneath me, grabbed me, and just made me do a backflip. yeah. One time, one kid made me do a backflip, and I landed in you know the spikes. What do they call it?
Stinging nettles.
Stinging nettles. No, but the ones with the
the thorns. The
thorns things.
Oh,
and loads of them go in you.
Cactus.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to go home. Yeah, crying and that. Yeah, it's peak, man.
So you basically just went Somalia to get punched up.
Yeah. Bare times.
Just terrorized you.
Yeah. But I'm gonna lie to you. I got back, man. After a year of chilling there, I became like solid in it. Like I became like one of them. Like, you know, like the way I spoke. You know, the way things were. Yeah, the takedowns. I started learning how to do. It's called Sabahad.
Oh, is that the martial
yeah,
arts
Somali?
thing?
Yeah, Sabahad's in it.
Is it good?
It's like it's their way of fighting, in it. It's like takedowns, in it. So they will find any way to take you down. Their punches, a lot of the kids at them times, their punches weren't that strong. So what they knew was just takedowns, and then when they take you down, they get on top of you, and then they punch you up instead of like standing. They don't like standing in it.
They want to get on top of you.
Yeah, smack you up. Yeah.
Fair enough. So, any other drama in Somalia, or was that you come back home?
Yeah, so there was a lot going on. You could bring me back on part 2 on that. There's some things going on that. Yeah, but then obviously moving on from that, I then come back, I think in year 10. And then I went back to school and I started back in the same racist area, but this time I went to an all-white school. And my little brother, they took him to another white school that was racist. Yeah. But it was they wouldn't let him come to the same school as me.
Who wouldn't? Your school wouldn't, or your family?
The schools were saying that the school system, I don't know how it works, but they were saying spaces are full for my school. Yeah. For his year, so he has to go to a different school to what I'm going to. He was having racist problems as well. That situation got techie because I actually went over to that school. Madness happened at that school.
Tell us what happened.
So then basically what happened was I had enough of what was going on in my school with me, innit? And then when I heard what was happening with my little brother, I kind of lost it, innit? So my little brother, one morning, I said to him, listen, we're going to go grab some kids that was from next to my area, which was like, because you had one area, yeah? And next to that area, we had Somalians there. Small little area. Not many, but they were enough. Enough, like good 10. And there was one I got to rate his thing, yeah? Bro, he was one of them downs. Like, listen, yeah, I'm not going to diss you, my brother, yeah? But you was a freshie, fam. Yeah, he was a freshie, yeah? But he was a G. They used to call him Goku. Yeah, from like Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. Like, cause he was he was a madman. He was solid, bro. Solid.
For real?
He was like having 30 man with you, basically.
Oh,
like,
so he was on smoke.
Yeah,
you don't fuck with Goku.
Yeah, AKA Sugar, yeah. He was like, so I've called up them kids. We've gone, we're gonna go there one morning. We've gone there one morning. My little brother showed me the route that they take, a certain road. So we waited there. I grabbed I'm not gonna lie, I grabbed the kitchen knife. A little small one, not big one, but that's probably because I couldn't find one, because I was angry, I was just thinking,
bro. It's your little brother,
my little brother. So I've gone over there, and the kids walking. Obviously, we see the bunch of kids. They're walking past us, and all of his mates have left him. They've all run off.
Oh, so they clocked you, lot?
Yeah, they've clocked us, so they all ran off, left him on his own. So these times, I've obviously straight away I've whacked him, and then all my mates have surrounded him, but none of my mates got involved.
Yeah, it's just
it was just between me and him. And then I think I hit him again, and then I pulled it out, but I put it to him, and I said, listen, like I didn't like stab him or anything like that. I just put it to him, and I said, listen, don't. If you touch my little brother again, this time I will do it, innit? And then I let him go, and then as we're walking back, my friend said, what's all that talking, bruv? Like, you were just chatting, bruv. Like, you didn't do nothing, fam. You just banged him once. So he's winding me up. But he's a wind-up, innit? You wasn't doing anything. What was all of this, bro? Like, you was giving all this talk, bruv. You just gave him a couple of whacks. Nah, bruv, we need to go back to the school, to his classroom, and beat him up.
Don't tell me you done it. Don't tell me you done it.
Basically, this story gets funny. We was like, yeah, cool. So we walked to the school, yeah? And by the time we get to the school, the whole school was out of the school, because obviously I don't know if the kids run in there screaming or something, but it must have caused a scene for the whole school to come out. So they're all standing back, and we've got the teachers and everything, and the police was there, yeah? So quick this happened. I turned around to my friends, I said, yo, let's do a U-turn. As we've done the U-turn, we see some sports car
Yeah.
Big sports car, yeah. Pulling up. So obviously this kid, I remember now. Yeah, this was funny. We actually gave each other verbal on BBM before I done that to him, and he was like, "Watch, I'm gonna get my something stone old brother," because this guy was quite big, bigger than you, massive geezer. I swear down, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, I replied back to him saying, "Yeah, full of fat, mate." Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously not knowing that he was telling the truth. The guy's got out the car. He's come out some sports car or something, yeah. Bro, he's like, obviously we're just kids, innit? We just looked up and went, shit. He's like, he's pointing straight at me, yeah? He's like that, yeah? Grabbed his brother and they jumped back in the car. I was like, fuck. I said, yo, listen, let's just leave, innit, yeah? So we left. Now, these times, some girls have started messaging my little brother. And I think me as well, I can't remember, but they were messaging someone out of us. They were like, come to a field party. Yeah, setting us up. Come to a field party. But we knew it was a setup.
Yeah.
So we was like, all right, cool. But we partly knew it was a setup and partly didn't. The reason why is because when we got there, it was so weird. We got to the field and all the kids have ran off. All the guys. There wasn't one guy left. They all ran and left the girls.
Waste, man.
So then we was like, what? So then obviously we started talking to the girls. And then the girls started walking with us.
How many of you did you roll with?
So there was a good 7, 8 of us.
So you went there prepared, thinking.
Yeah,
cool.
thinking something was gonna happen. And then obviously there was some girls that obviously started following us or somehow talking to us at the same time.
Yeah.
And we was going to the shop. And then as we was heading to the shop, my mate has got my phone. I'm like, give me back my phone, innit?
Yeah.
I'm like, give me back my phone. He's looked back at me, and his eyes have lit up now. And then he's ran, and I'm like, bruv, what are you doing, bro? Why are you running with my phone?
Yeah.
Next minute, as I'm trying to run after him, I found myself in midair. Yeah. So the guy, that big hench guy, was right behind me, and I didn't know. He's lifting me.
Yeah.
And he dashed me into a car bonnet. Bruv, I'm like, nah. Yeah, I swear to God, yeah. He's dashing me in the car bonnet.
Oh,
yeah?
shit.
So these times, we've ended up in the car park now. So he's dashing me in the car bonnet. I fell on the floor, innit? This guy's a grown man, by the way. Let me know, he was a grown man. I was a child, yeah? So I get up, yeah? I'm like, all the girls are laughing. All the girls are laughing. He's laughing. His mates in the cars are laughing. They're like, yeah. He's obviously he's only done that and then said, now you can fuck off now, yeah? Get out of my face. Go away, innit, basically. Everyone's laughing at me. Now my mates are all gone. I can't even remember where my mates were or anything like that, yeah? I was I was angry, yeah? And I could just keep turning back at him. And I thought, and they're all laughing at me. I could see the girls laughing at me and it just wound me up. I was like, nah, bruv, this is a do or die thing, innit, yeah?
Yeah.
I've gone into a front garden of some random garden and I looked for something on the floor and I picked up a brick.
Yeah.
It was like a half-broken brick.
Like the red bricks. A proper brick,
red bricks, yeah. I've tied it behind my back and I've gone back to him, yeah. And he goes, what the fuck do you... So he's in my face now. He said, what do you want? Like, said something to me. And I was like, suck your mum, innit? Yeah? So he's like, yeah? So he's grabbed me like that and he's picked me up like that. And he's holding me.
Bro, how big is this geezer?
Massive. Yeah. But what he doesn't know is
that
I got the thing behind my back.
You got your brick.
Obviously, he must have said something. I've pulled it out from behind my back. Boom! Hit him on the side of the head.
Yeah.
He's dropped me on the floor, and then he's stumbled back. Now he's bleeding. Now he goes mad. Yeah. Now he goes completely berserk, bruv. We've ended up somehow. Do you know how far we was from the car park? So how much feet I had to fly into the car park to get into the car park first? Because we didn't walk into the car park. I flew in there. Bro, he threw me from one car bonnet in the car park to the other. Do you know how racist this ends was? Bro, imagine this. I'm a kid, yeah?
Oh, well, I'm dead, bro. Oh, shit.
I'm a kid, by the way, yeah? So imagine this. This is how racist this area was. Do you know what car park this was to? To the pub.
Okay, yeah.
So there was a pub, bro. Yeah? All the people in the pub come out. They're grown-ass people, bro. We're talking about 50-year-olds, 60-year-old people, yeah? You would think.
Someone would be like, yo, stop,
bro,
allow it.
I'm 28, yeah? So I look like this, yeah, now. Imagine how I looked like when I was 14.
Must look like a little baby.
Yeah, look, do you know what I'm saying? They're like, yes. Bruv, they're cheering him on. Yeah. Don't think he landed on the window. Let's get him on the window now. Like, so they literally, taunting, like, yeah. Bruv, he's, obviously, my mate has come now, yeah? Free my mate, yeah? This kid, he's doing life now anyway. That's another story to tell, yeah? But obviously, he's come with a little knife. Not to do with that situation. He pulled a knife and then it made the kid back off or anything. But I could see he was getting really dazed because of the break. He was bleeding heavily as well. So he effed off. Yeah, so that situation happened. But obviously...
So you got battered?
Yeah, battered, yeah, but I went home, I was bleeding everywhere. Like, it was effed. Like, it was, and then I think the police turned up. You know,
when you was going home to your mum's like that, what did she say to you?
My mum, though, she wouldn't get nothing out of us, like, about what was going on. But she knew it had to do with, like, schools and the area we lived in. But I felt bad for my mum because, like, the area that we lived in before, the crime rate was really high and she didn't want us to be part of any gangs or, like, you know, follow a certain footsteps of our family. So she thought maybe if she moved into, like, a more, you know, area like that, and quiet it down. But if you think about it, bruv, 2006, certain areas were bad, bro. Yeah, it was really bad them times, and like you couldn't walk around and like, you know. So, bruv, those I've got more stories of, like, so many stories about that, but I can talk about it another time if you want.
Nah, tell me, bro. Tell me.
There was a situation that happened one time in with my little brother again. Now, these times, some kids tried to rush him in a park, yeah, and then obviously the situation escalated to the point where their kids, his oldest, started getting involved.
Was you known as like a naughty boy? Like, as in, when your brother had problems, did people be like, yo, he's got an older brother?
Yeah.
Oh, they knew
because
you, yeah?
if I didn't catch them, I would know what their dad's car was.
Okay.
Or their mom's car they was driving, and I would just start puncturing the tires and that.
Yeah.
I was that kid that would go around.
Reckless.
Yeah. Throw fireworks through people's doors, throw eggs at their windows. Even when I was bored, like, they didn't even do nothing. But I'm just like, bond them as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because obviously, I just thought, you know what? Even if that kid wasn't racist, because he's hanging about with kids,
makes him racist.
I just said, yo, bun all you, innit? You're all racist, innit? So I just thought, you know what? I'll go for you, your mate, everyone, innit? But yeah, so a situation happened, and that kid that we got into a problem with is actually doing life now, because it was around that time, that a kid got killed, innit?
Okay.
So basically, I was beefing two different sets of groups, because they were both racist groups. But them two racist groups were beefing each other.
Okay.
Which led the leader of that group killing the leader of the other group.
What age?
Dude, we're going back to when we was like kids, bro. We're going back to, I was like 13, 12. No, I was older. I was 15, 16. Yeah, he deaded him off over some girl, bro. But the thing was, like, I was beefing both sets at the time, and I remember when he pulled up on us, he had a broken nose, which obviously we obviously I may actually claimed it, but he never broke the nose, and we were just like, oh, don't do that, bro. That just looks like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because we know who broke his nose, innit? Okay. But we got into problems. So basically, what happened was they pulled up to us in a park. Now, after my little brother got rushed, I made a phone call to the kids older, and I'm like, yeah, watch when we see each other, this, that. Now, obviously, the kid's like, yeah, you fucking nigger, you this, you that, you Somalian, this and that.
Being proper
Now, this kid, I'll give, one thing I'll say is that he had balls in it, because he used to go to a school called City Academy. Now, City Academy was mainly populated with Somalis and blacks, Jamaicans, and all different types of people, Asians, everyone. It was ends, innit? This was ends, yeah? Yeah. He went to that school, and he would be himself in that school. And a lot of people was actually shook of him until, like, certain people smacked him up one time. But it went on for a while, his behavior. Do you get it? And he was just crazy. He was crazy. One time he battered a taxi driver with a hammer. For no reason.
So he was on it. He was one of them.
He was
on
it,
kids.
and he was always, he was always like thinking he was like a hard nut, you know, one of them kind of geezers, innit? Now, he's making all these threats, yeah? So we pulled up. Now, when we came to the park, we only came with like 6, 7 people. Bruv, I swear to God now, hands down now, bro, it looked like a protest. Bruv, there was like it looked like there was at least 500, 600 people walking down the street, and the whole street was like, from one pavement to the other, was literally like rows.
What, all his people?
This is the thing that we thought.
Yeah,
now they're walking towards us. Now, remember I told you about my friend Sugar?
Yeah. The madman.
I'm saying to Sugar, yo, bruv, listen, today is not our day, yeah? Let's call it a night, boys. You know what I'm saying? Let's get off now.
Yeah.
My man turned around. No. We fight our ground. We survive. Finest. Or something. It was just going on with those kind of
mad
talks.
shit.
Yeah, like we was in some film or something, yeah? I said, bro, listen, this ain't no movie, bro. This is our life. Like,
they're gonna kill us.
Yeah, and I love my life. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm good, innit?
Yeah.
Like, I need to go. He's like, nah, I'm staying. My little brother gets gassed.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm staying. So what does that do? I thinking I was gonna leave him because I thought, you know what, but because my little brother said he's staying,
You have to stay.
I have to stay. Plus, I probably would have stayed for him, but they've turned up. Now, when they walked up to us like this, bruv, it was like, I don't know if they've rehearsed this. When they came up to us, they came up to us like this, and then they've walked up to us like this, like a line like that.
Yeah.
And then they've separated all of them like that. So all the rows started separating like that. And then all you see is 6 lads walking through them.
No
and they're
way.
all tapping their shoulder. Like, I swear down now, I'm
No
not making
way.
it up. Yeah.
Well, it's like a TV
Yeah,
show.
it was like a bro. And they're all like, yeah. So now I know who the guys are really. And the rest of them, most of them just came to watch because there was a lot of girls there. So it was
many people
showcase.
rolled up?
Yeah, that many people. It was a lot of girls. Everyone's just gassed. Everyone's chatting shit in the thingy. Everyone's being racist. But you know what the maddest thing was?
Go on.
They pulled up with one black guy. Now, this black guy, yeah, I swear to God, I'm not making this up. He was about your size at the time.
Yeah.
Pretty big guy. He can fight. I knew about him. He's about it as well. What made no sense to me was,
Why are you backing them?
why he's backing them, especially of the things that they're saying to us right in front of him. So, obviously, we get to that point, but he turned round and he's like, so which one of you is Gully? Yeah?
What, the main guy?
You're the main guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll say his name. He's doing life now. It's Lewis Tolbert. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Boom. He's come up to me like this. He's like, which one is called Gully? Yeah. I'm like, I've turned. I hesitated. I'll keep it real. Yeah. Think about it, bro.
But that's Gully.
I'm like, whoa, like, you know what I'm saying? Sugar. Do you know what Sugar does? I'm Gully.
Swear down.
I swear to God.
Swear to God.
I'm Gully. You fight me. 1-on-1. The guy is like, yeah? Oh, I got to give it to you, mate. You got a pair of balls on you. Yeah, you do. Yeah,
But
yeah.
Sugar's
you know
on
what?
it now, yeah?
Yeah. You know what, guys? Should we give him a 1-on-1? Yeah. They're all just down in the back, yeah? So,
But this Sugar guy, he can fight, yeah?
yeah, he's a fighter, yeah?
Yeah.
So then, obviously, the lights in the cage is a 5-a-side football match.
Brother, what is this? Is this a movie, bro?
No. Yeah. So the lights are on. This was a 6 scenario.
Bro, what the fuck?
You remember the AstroTurfs? in the
Power
park?
League.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So the lights are on, everything. So it looks like a good little setting. Everyone has surrounded the gates, so no one can escape, even if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm in mixed in the crowd. No one's really even chatting to me. A couple of them are like trying to talk to me. Actually, some of them turned out to be sound. Like they were like, oh yeah, don't really like him, but I just came to watch it. And I was like, oh, fair play. And then they've gone into the gate, and then obviously he sweared up to my boy, and then that's when they started like, oh yeah, keep it clean. Some guy was talking like, keep it clean. Just chatting best. I don't know who he thought he was. Some referee. And then, boom, obviously, they're fighting now. So the guy, this Lewis kid, yeah, he's boomed over my boy. Now my boy's on the floor. I'm like, oh, well, fuck now, yeah. So he's on the floor like this, and then my man gets on top of him now, but he stands over him.
Yeah.
He's about to bend over to bang him. Bro, I'm telling you, it was something off the movies, yeah. He banged him like that.
Like some kangaroo.
Yeah. Boom. My man's gone, stumbled. Now he gets up. I was like, yes, come on. You get me? So he starts banging him. Now, obviously, now he's winning. One of his mates decides to get in.
Oh, he jumped involved.
To try to jump involved. But then my other mate, yeah, that's doing life now, he's jumped in and he's banged my man.
Yeah.
But he had some bangs on him, my boy. So he made him pop out his shoulder. Yeah, it was bad. It was mad, bro. He banged him in the cheek, but somehow his shoulder popped out. That was nuts, innit? I was just thinking, yo, obviously, boom. Now it's starting to escalate now.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Boom. Now Lewis is like, yo. Now all the kids are trying to come into the AstroTurf to rush us now. So I was like, nah, no, you lot stop. Now they've called the black guy. They've gone, oi, yeah, you come here, fight him, innit? Yeah.
But what is this? Is this what the fuck?
Yeah. So my man's come in now, and then now my mate is about to fight him. He's about to fight him. But guess what happens?
Go ahead.
I don't know how this happened, but the lights in the AstroTurf are turned off. And where they're both blick, no one can see them. So then the fight is ended like that because no one can go. Then it kicked off. Now everyone's like swinging for each other.
Off.
Yeah, I got this ledge. I'm trying to run around and hit as many people as I can, like just to claim bodies, yeah? So because like I was hitting innocent people, like just anyone. I was just like, get out of my face. Boom, boom. I was trying to fend them all off, yeah? Because they're all trying to come at me. Then, Bob, all I heard, yeah, I'm not going to lie, shout at the feds, innit, on this one, yeah? Because it would look like we was about to get smoked. All I see is red dots everywhere. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, red dots. You know the
tasers.
Yeah, I think it was tasers, or maybe it could be straps. There was red dots though. That's how we noticed
Swear
that it was
down.
feds. Yeah, maybe someone said there was a whap in the car in the park. We don't know, but red dots got put on a lot of people, and then that's when everyone started scattering off. Do you get me? And yeah, and oh yeah, by the way, my little brother was fighting as well, but no one was really paying attention to his fight because what happened was because
your brother was having a one-on-one.
He was having a one-on-one with the kid that started the whole fight. Yeah. So boom. Yeah. So.
Bro, your life was just mad.
Yeah. Growing up, it was just nuts, man. And it carried on even in my school. Like people were being racist to me, and you know, those kids constantly. I was just getting it every day, like getting into fights, and it was just bad. So obviously, I didn't fit in, so I didn't really have a lot of friends around. I still had my mates from that side, but this is when obviously things got heated at home and that because obviously shit that's going on. So me and my brothers and that are falling out at the house. So I eventually got kicked out. I went to my dad's.
Yeah.
So now I'm at my dad's and that, but my dad lives in Ends, innit?
Okay.
So like long story short, I ended up doing loads of dumb shit to get kicked out of my dad's. Now I started trapping now. So obviously originally I was I'd done some stupid things. I admit it, like I was like robbing people and just burgling yards, I just took life as just a joke, bro, and I felt like a lot of the things I'd done was just so stupid. Like, I feel ashamed of a lot of the things that happened, but then at the same time, like, when you're on the roads and you're doing loads of shit, like you put yourself in like risky situations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you're hanging about with loads of wrong people. Do you know what I mean? So then a lot of dumb things have happened where like there's things that they've said that I haven't done, and then there's things that I've actually done and I've got away with it, that kind of thing. So it can level out like that, you know what I'm saying? That's how the level field, that's how I see it, innit, So obviously this is so stupid. Obviously I started shotting, I got gassed.
What was you shotting? This video is sponsored by Cranbrook Law, an award-winning immigration law firm. Their talented solicitors can help when any struggles arise regarding immigration law. They can help get you the visas they need. They can help get you the staff you need from any other countries. As you can see, the website is on the screen right now. So if you need anything to do with immigration law, message Cranbrook Law and let them help you. Whether you're looking to obtain a sponsor license, receive advice and guidance in relation to compliance and our civil penalties, or take advantage of our know-how and experience across a broad range of business visas, our talented and dynamic immigration lawyers are available to speak to you. Telephone numbers on the screen, emails on the screen, and hit the link in the bio if you need any help. What was you shotting?
I was shotting at the time, White and B, innit?
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So
I was,
jumped in the deep end.
I was shotting food straight away. I thought, what? All this money? Like I was just thinking, yeah. So obviously I didn't like shotting in my own area. I felt like in my own area, it was just too hot. There was too many people shotting there as well. So I just thought, you know what? I set up shop like elsewhere, innit? But obviously, these times I still lived in the ends because I lived in a hostel in my area. So one time I'm leaving my hostel and I see a guy. And this guy comes up to me and he goes to me, yo, I noticed him, innit? He's from the area that I set up shop. And he's with this white random guy I've never seen before. But obviously, as a kid, like, I'm not really picking up on all these things. Like, so I've gone, oh, who's that? And he goes, oh, yeah, I've been to school with him. He's okay. So obviously, I can't remember if I served him up at that time, but I definitely gave him my number. And then I've left, and then I get a call, and then that's when I started serving him up. Now, obviously, he originally told me that his name was called Matty.
Matty, yeah?
Yeah. It all got brought up in evidence anyway in court, but it was like his name was called Matty the Gardener. He told me he does people's gardens.
Yeah.
Fucking pig, yeah. Done me dirty, bruv. He was like, yeah, I do people's gardens. So when he told me this completely took me off any suspicious that he does. Yeah, because he had this whole card set up. Like
full
logo,
business card ready.
Yeah, logo with the thing. Yeah, give it to your family if they need their gardens trimmed or things like that.
So he
and
got
I even remember giving it to my auntie, the number. But luckily she didn't call him. Yeah, and then he's pulled up. Obviously these times I got comfortable around him because this operation went on for 9 months. and I wasn't the only person involved. There was 100 of us that got bagged.
Wow.
Yeah, even like at the time, people I had problems with got nicked as well. So we all linked up in jail. It was all nuts. But yeah, so I was like, I was stupid, bruv. There was 8 feds undercover that played like there was nitties, but they wasn't. Yeah, and I served 2 of them without knowing. But one of them, I served them specifically, like where we actually built like some sort of like relationship in a way. He come pick me up from my yard. Do you get it? I've actually jumped in his car.
So you trusted my man?
Yeah, and these times the whole car is taped off. So a lot of the conversations I'm having, like, you know, them times I was actually like really deep into things where I had problems with a lot of people because, like, you know, like for example, that time someone actually like ripped me off on some drugs. So I'm on the phone, giving this guy on the phone bare verbal, like, yeah, watch, and I'm gonna do you watch. And then he's like, oh yeah, what's happening? I was like, yeah. And then obviously I've pulled out like this long, I used to call them Kill Bill knives.
Kill Bill knives.
Kill Bill.
Yeah, okay.
You seen the film?
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
Okay.
Chinese sword thing.
Like a samurai sword.
Yeah, so I'm bragging to him with the swords. So it's all getting recorded. I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. You know, he actually felt so uncomfortable that he wanted to actually end the operation with me and nick me then and there. But he couldn't because there were so many other people involved in this operation. He couldn't end it.
So he was shitting himself.
Yeah, he was shitting himself, and he was just like, look, do you know what I mean? And I was like, oh yeah, boom. And I gave him some items to for him dropping me off. But now looking back on it, he did not look like a crackhead. He actually looked like a fed. Like I should have clocked. Like, you know. And the thing was, okay, cool. You get people that look like that take white, yeah. Fair play. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of people. But Budge, come on, like, you know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there has to be something off about you.
You can tell they're a bit
there has to be something, there has to be something about you. And this guy, he had nothing about him, but I was just an idiot and I was foolish. And I ended up getting caught up in that operation, which then led me to go prison, innit? Actually, before that, something else happened where I had a fight with my mate in a chicken shop. And then I went jail for that. But then they came to me for that in prison.
You went jail for a chicken shop fight?
Yeah, a chicken shop fight.
What happened?
So, basically... I got a phone call. It was actually one of my mates, and I thought he was trying to snake me over like some turf. Like this, like, you know, them times, like, you know, there was like, yo, don't. I heard that he had plans to come down and send some workers down to an area I was selling in. So I got upset over that. I was like, yo, what are you doing? So obviously, I've gone over there into the chicken shop. I saw him. I ran in there with something in my hand. I think it was a bottle or something. I tried to hit him with. I started fighting him in the chicken shop. All my mates are trying to stop it. They got him out but left me in. So now all the chicken shop owners and the people that are in the place started trying to not let me out. Yeah, and they're calling the police now. So I'm like, yo, bruv, what you doing? So I started smashing up the place. So yeah, I go to jail for a fray and that, and ABH. And then when they came in, when I was in jail, I started seeing loads of people come in. Now, obviously, at the time, he was on my phone, innit, the Fed, yeah?
Okay.
And I worked with this other guy. He was older to me, innit, yeah? I sometimes, like, I was on and off with him, like, you know, I gave him a bit of help and that. And one time I left him with my phone, innit? So he just done a 10-year. So he come out and started serving the Fed straight away off my phone. So he served the Fed. So he was in there as well. And this other guy that I sent him to, he got back. So there's a few people got back because of me. And I felt like kind of sad for them. Like I was thinking, fuck. And I said, what? But it was calm anyway. I was actually in the prison. So now we're talking about jail. Now, obviously, I would like to say this, yeah. And I know, like, nowadays, it's like, it's not a cool thing to do. But let me tell you this now, bruv, yeah. A lot of the man them that was on the roads at that time, you know what was going on in 2004, that was it 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, until it turned into paper spice.
Yeah.
Before that, it was actually classed legal high. Okay. Now, this is when Spice was new to prison. I don't know if it was going on centuries before people say that or whatever, but this is when Spice was new to prison. Everyone was smoking rice.
Rice,
yeah, Spice. A lot of man them. People would, like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't even like, people wouldn't even call you like, you're nitty. There wouldn't even be no rumors.
It was normal.
It was just a normal thing. It was like a pandemic. Really, really bad pandemic. A lot of people didn't even know what it would do. And because it was green, people used to lie to themselves and say,
it's weed.
It's weed. you get it? So, like, obviously, you got to think about when youngers are coming in and they're seeing, like, elders smoke it and everyone's smoking
They
it.
think
And,
it's calm.
it looks like something to run. And plus, when you're going through a period like that and you're in prison, bro, it's not a joke. Like, you're stressed out, you know, you're depressed or whatever, you're anxious, all of this and all of that. And obviously, people used to smoke spice to, like, escape the reality of being in
But
prison.
I heard spice fucks you
Yeah,
up.
fuck me up. So, obviously, I started bunning it. I was bunning it. My boy from Road was smoking it. Most of the people on the wing was bunning it. And obviously, I was on and off with it. I wasn't really like too much on it like that. I tried to stay off it. I didn't really like it. You know, it wasn't good, man. Like the side effects wasn't nice. You know, I had a few panic attacks on there as well. Like while I was bunning, I thought like my heart was beating really fast. I actually thought I was gonna have a heart attack one time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I stopped that for a while after that. But I went from prison to prison. I was getting security shipped out of a lot of jails.
Wow, what was you
because,
doing?
So I was in Hawfield. I actually, that was like, what do you call it? Like, I was actually in a remand prison, but then I got shipped out, like, to, like, jails like Portland and that. So I went to Portland. But when I went to Portland, after that operation happened, a lot of my boys was there. So now, like, you know, it was like, you know, boom, us against the govs kind of thing. And they thought I had a lot of influence on
The boys.
all my friends and all that, So they decided after I went on NPR, because basically they were trying to ban tobacco in jail at the time. So for some reason, I was on basic, didn't have nothing. You know, they were telling me that I can only shower twice a week.
What?
Yeah, it was bad, And then I was like, and then one time they said, oh, I think the gov comes up to me. I think he didn't like the governor. He comes to me and he goes, do you want to go on a NPR radio show? I was like,
What's that?
it's like a national prison radio.
Okay, yeah.
It's for like all the radio people. And I was like, what is it? They said, yeah, it's for YOYs, for young offenders. We'd like you to go on there. And I was like, what? I was like, who am I going to speak to? They're like, yeah, the #1 governor. I was like, yes. Because obviously now I got a lot to say.
Yeah.
Because of my condition,
They're
how
violating.
I'm living. I didn't like it, bruv, I was like, yeah. I turn up to the place. I was with like a few of the guys as well that's on the wing that were my mates of mine at the time. The governor's like, oh yeah, we're talking. And I just tell him, yeah, why, I said, listen, this is discrimination that's going on in this prison with age, because when you're on the adults wing and you're on basic, you can go and have a shower every single day for half an hour. You're allowed to come out yourself a shower, 45 minutes. Why on the YO wing, that you're only entitled to a shower twice a week? But if you're on the adults wing, it's different. I said, that's discrimination. I said, why is the rules different as well? Like, why did they get this and this, that? Why did they get the bigger exercise yard? Why did we get the smaller one? Like, why is there restrictions on us? What, do you know what I mean? And then he started talking about statistics about young offenders. And I'm like, well, you can't just paint us all with the same brush. Like, you know, these older should have learned, like, time ago. You know, no defense. Like, I'm older now. If a younger said to me, yo, he made the same mistakes, you need to give him less chances and give me more, I would fully accept that. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, why are you stopping tobacco anyway? And he was like, oh, because of the spice pandemic and all of this and all that. I'm saying, listen, people are just going to find another way to smoke it. And this time it's going to be worse because they're going to put more in to cover the basis that there's no tobacco to be able to smoke it. So they're putting more of that stuff in their body. And then, boom, 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 I started sticking it on him, saying this and that. Just saying to him, you're stealing money from the prisons. Yeah, we know about you. Just chatting like bare rubbish. I can't remember. I was bare active at the time, and I used to talk a lot of shit.
Yeah.
The next day, there's 10 govs at my cell. Yeah, you're going Feltham. I'm like, what?
Out.
So I'm stressed out, bruv, I get shipped to Feltham, and I remember I was on my own over there. Like, as soon as I came in, what I remember about Feltham is Feltham was like no jail I've ever been in my life. Like, bro, they had Trident police working in there. They had their own office in there. That's how bad Feltham was. And at the time, it was actually classed as like, I don't know if it was true, but a lot of people repeated the same thing I heard, that it was actually the most dangerous prison in Europe. Yeah. But I kind of believed it because I thought, well, wait a minute. If you really think about it, it's all the young offenders from London. Yeah. And at the time, you can remember all the gang beefs.
London was
London.
on
a different level. I turn up there. These times, I got a governor. So when I turned up in the prison, like, they called me into a room and said, like, where you from? Like, obviously, I told them Bristol. They're like, oh, yeah, never mind. Like, You know what I'm saying?
You're cool.
But yeah, you're cool. But obviously, if I would have said I'm from London, I would have had to state where I'm from, what area this is that.
So
and
no gang affiliation.
yeah, gang affiliation. And then I would have got put on a certain wing depending on where my ops were or this and that. I turn up. Obviously, I said, yeah, cool. I go to the induction wing. I come onto another wing. And then a situation happened where, like, I got into some problems with some guys on the wing. They were actually quite well known, but I thought they actually tried something, but they didn't. I got wound up at the time.
Yeah.
I got told that they tried something, that they tried to rip me off over some lousy 50 quid. But turns out that the friend that apparently sent it to me didn't actually send me the 50 quid, and he lied. So
okay. You got him
I found out later, but that was too late, because obviously now I'm thinking these lot think I'm a dick, yeah? So I put I put a coconut thing in a sock.
Yeah, to make it hard.
Yeah, to make hard, yeah. I wrapped it up. The funny thing was, it wasn't all of them. It was just one that had me over. The rest of them was actually cool with me. They liked me. They thought I was funny on the wing. They actually liked my humor. You know, I was always busting joke with them. So I remember they must think I'm the biggest snake, because, like, obviously, if anyone's been felt on, they know, like, it's two different sides of wings. So you got one side of one wing and another side of the wing, and then the office is in the middle, and you got 2 gates for each wing, innit?
All right.
For one gate for each wing, yeah. So obviously on my side of the wing, that's where I think it was called A side and B side. I think it was called, but they had my side had the exercise yard. So now they've come on. All of them are coming on to my side to go on the exercise yard. So I've come out of my cell. I've got the thingy in my hand, but thingy like wrapped up. I've got it in my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone up to them. They're like, yes, Gully, what you saying? I'm like, yeah, have you guys got some Rizzlers and that? They're like, oh, no, they asked me for Rizzlers. I was like, nah, I ain't got no Rizzlers. And then I've realised that the kid that I want is not there on that side. So I've realised, yeah, that he must be on the other side, but he hasn't got ready yet. So now the gov has come and locked the gate that we're on, because now it's slowing down the people that's coming onto that side. So now they have to lock the gate and then wait for whatever, if there's any more now left to go. So I come to the gate, I'm like, yo, Gov, I beg you open the gate. They're like, why? I said, listen, like, I need to chat to you guys about something. They're like, oh, okay, oh, yeah. All right, mate. Opens the gate. Now, obviously, what he did was a massive, huge favour for me, because when I went through that gate, he's now locked the gate. So now all of his mates that could rush me, they can't rush me because they're all stuck behind the gate. Perfect timing. I've turned around and now the kid's heading towards the gate. So I'm like, yo, what are you saying? So I've hit him. Yeah? Started hitting him. But these times, what he didn't realise was, and I don't know if he still doesn't know yet, I popped my shoulder out. But the thing was, now obviously while I'm hitting him, I've stopped. And now I realise my shoulder is all down. Yeah, but I staunched it. I've staunched it, like I'm holding it like that. But he doesn't realise that my shoulder's out of place. And I'm like, what? So he's moving back. And then that's when the govs came. And then as I turned around to look at the gate, they're all at the gate, all his mates saying, you're a fucking snake. Golly, I can't believe you did that. Do you know what I mean? And I'm turning around and said, oh, yeah, whatever. And then, well, obviously, the thing was, they were all cool with me because of something I did before that. Because obviously, once you do something in jail, everyone just kind of allows you after that. So what happened was, obviously, I was actually kind of bad in it, because I was known for throwing hot water at people.
Oh, that's what you were on?
Yeah, I was on that, because like some of the people I was beefing went gym and I didn't. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you had to keep them away.
Keep them. And you never know who's got a shank on them.
Is it like that bad?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you don't know who's got shanks on them. You don't know who you're really beefing in prison. Like, you know, what they could be carrying. You know, I've been sliced up in prison. So
for real?
Yeah. So I know that, like,
you're not taking no risks.
Yeah, I'm not taking no risk. So obviously one day a couple of kiddies come to the cell. They was giving out the food. They had a problem with a friend that I was cool with. I ended up getting gassed up out the window saying, yeah, make sure Gully back the thing, bro, you're my bro, this and that. So I was like, all right, cool. So obviously they're handing out the cold dinners now. So they're coming to every cell to open the door to give us our food. When the govs opened it, I threw the hot water straight away. So I'm stupid. It landed all over the govs. And it landed on the prisoners. But it landed mainly on the govs. So then obviously I got taken to the block. And then I actually got the kettles banned. So in Feltham, you have to hand in your kettles in the morning and then you get it back in the evening. So now a lot of people are mad at me. But there's people on different wings shouting out the window, who's this little cunt you? Because obviously they used to call me cunch. And I hated that word, you know. They used to say, oh, yeah, you're from Bristol, you're just a cunch, you're a cunch boy, country.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, that country flipping got the kettles banned. I can't even make my noodles now. I can't even make my food. I can't make
How
my
are they making
mackerel.
their food?
They had to wait until they get the kettles back. Or some of them used to hide their kettles. I don't know, like, but it was not allowed to be used, permitted to use during the day. And they made sure, the governor made sure, like, she put something in, when she banned all the kettles, she goes, because, and I would like you guys to reflect back on something to do with a specific person. Like, she basically tried to, like, hotted me up. Now, I stayed there until I was, like, old enough. When you get to a certain age, you can't stay in that jail after 21 or something. So now I've gone to Bedford from there. Now, Bedford was different. I didn't like it. I didn't like the atmosphere. There was just something off about that jail, you know. And one time, obviously, there was this Paddy and this geezer. They lived next door to me. I gave them a phone to use.
Yeah.
They ended up trying to have me over. Now, obviously, their cell got spanned, but they got caught with their one. My one was still there.
So they were trying to fuck you over.
That's my thing. But what they did was they lied to me and said, oh, yeah, got caught, this and that. So now I'm a bit suspicious about them because of the way they're acting. They didn't seem too upset. They're kind of like, when I'm reading their body language, because I'm suspicious of everyone in jail. I think, I don't trust no one. Anything they're saying, like, I'm always doubting it. So I'm looking at this guy and I'm thinking, nah, you're smiling a bit too much, mate. Like, so I'm like, yo, listen, I told the guy that, listen, yeah, make sure, like, you know, when you get those nicking papers, that you bring me the adjudication so then I can see that you got nicked with my phone, innit? He's just like, oh, who do you think you're talking to? Trying to give me all lip out of the window. I'm like, okay, cool. Say no more, innit? I get up in the morning. I go to the cell. Both of them are missing now. I'm like, oh, what did they? I didn't imagine the kid, because the kid, I got to give it to him. That Paddy, he was about it, innit? So I wasn't expecting him to go missing. I've gone downstairs and I've just seen them two rushing one guy in the cell and robbing him for his weed and his phones and all that. That was going on. But there was two guys stood outside the cell and I could hear the guy screaming in the cell. And then when they came out, they both came out.
So when they're doing that madness in jail, what are the guards doing?
Nothing.
For real? They don't
Yeah,
care?
fuck all. Yeah, they didn't give a shit, bruv. Like, if you got robbed for your phone or your weed and that, they just laugh, bro.
What?
They said, obviously, there's a few people, that snitch to the govs and go, oh, yeah, he took my phone, and then they just start laughing. Well, obviously, that is funny. You can't just say to the gov, oh, you can't just say, oh, yeah, they took my phone. That's the dumbest shit to say. But, yeah, obviously...
What was prison like for you in general? Did you enjoy it? What was it like for you?
I'll keep it real with you now. I've been through, like, some really, really depressing times, like really stressful times. And I know, obviously, when I went viral and that, a lot of people made comments in my videos saying, oh, that place looks like a summer camp. That, bro, that was far from the truth. Like, that...
What did your videos go viral for?
Yeah, that story is kind of nuts. So, I'll show you now. Can I play it?
Yeah.
This is for the ones who say I clout chase.
And stop putting shit about me on Snapchat, bro. Yeah, so that video, basically what happened was I eventually got out, not last year, but the year before, to do with another sentence. And when I came out, I was actually at the time I was like in a caravan. Yeah.
Living in a caravan?
No, I wasn't living in a caravan. I was just like, doing madnesses from there, yeah. And I get a phone call from my oldest brother. Mm-hmm. He's like, bro, you're all over TikTok, And I'm like, what? What's TikTok? Yeah, what is that? What do you mean I'm all over it? Yeah, it's an app, bro. Like, people put videos on and you're going everywhere, bro. And he's like, yo, blood, like, my man violated. Because obviously my oldest brother don't like videos. He's never been a camera kind of man. So he's done a few videos, but he's never, like, do you know what I'm saying? Not these funny videos. He finds them, like, he thinks, nah, don't do that type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the way he's sounding to me, he's making me paranoid now. He's like, bro, he's got millions and millions of views, but he's not telling me what the video is. So in my head, I'm thinking, is it me taking a shit? Yeah. Like, someone caught me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be the maddest shit. Like, you know what I mean? Why is this video so special, yeah? Well, I just find it. straight away I'm paranoid now because this video is hitting millions and millions in one day.
What, that video, just that clip?
Millions and millions and millions. It went on to loads of pages. People was resharing it. People was sending it off to each other's. You can tell that this video was
doing numbers.
Yeah, doing numbers. Now I'm going mad. I thought, bro, this is what led up to my recall. Because obviously...
Well, you got recalled for this?
No, I didn't recall for that. Okay. I got recalled because of like the after effects it had on me. Because now, like, I'm just like, bro, I don't like it. I don't like loads of people watching me. I've never been that sort of person. Like, you can never catch, like, you know what I mean? So...
Times have changed now.
Yeah, times change, yeah. So, I call him. I managed to get his number. He's still in prison, by the way, yeah? I get his number. I'm like to him, yo, bro. I said to him, delete the video, innit? I said, delete the video right now. I said, bro, I don't care about none. Bro, you're famous now. Like, come on, bruv, this will change your life. Like, I'm like, nah. I said, delete the video. I don't want anything to do with this. Like, bro, please, for me, delete the video, innit? He was like, okay, I will. But everyone that knows this guy knows that he ain't gonna do that. The next day, he posted another video.
Of you? Of
me. Now, there was other videos of me that he took of me, but I always thought it was for his friends. Like, he used to say to me, he used to record me and be like, oh, I'm only going to put it on my Snapchat.
Like, say something funny kind of thing.
Just for my thingy. But the whole plan of him putting it on TikTok and things like that was never in the plan, innit? So I didn't even know these videos even still existed till he started putting them up. I couldn't even remember most of them. I'm just like, bro, he puts up the second video. Now, this guy is a known troll. Like, he used to troll people on the wing. He used to violate all the time. He was just an annoying guy. But he was a good friend of mine. But he's the type of guy, that will sweep up a whole landing of rubbish and then quickly sweep it in someone's cell and start laughing. Or he would get, like, dirty clothes from the laundry and then tip it on someone's bed.
Just to be mad and
just to get people mad and get a reaction, start laughing at them. And he always teased people at the servery. I wouldn't say he was like a bully, but he wasn't far from it.
He was a wind-up, like a wind-up.
He was a wind-up, innit? He was more of like, people would say he was a bully, but I just think he was just a wind-up guy. He just loved pranking. You know, as soon as you like go mad at him, you go like this. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't a bully, innit? You know what I mean?
He was harmless.
Yeah, harmless in a way, innit? So obviously, he put up these videos, and it was hitting numbers. It was hitting completely numbers, and then obviously 2 days later, this is why I advise anyone not to drink. I started drinking. Because I'm just there, like, drinking and being like, oh, my God. Like, because so many people are stopping me on the streets. And it's making me, like, panic a bit. Because, obviously, I got things on me. Yeah? I'm like, you know, you're walking down the road. And two random, like, white guys are coming up to me. Like, you know how fast my heart's beating? Like, and the way they're walking up to me is so fast. Then I'm like, do you know what I'm saying? And they're like, oh, you're the kid of TikTok. Like, yeah. I'm like, yo. But obviously, so I started drinking because I had a problem with drink anyway, but I've stopped drinking now. But I had a little problem with it because of all the shit that's happened to me. So I started drinking. I used that as an excuse to drink, which led up to my recall because I missed my curfew. I was actually in hospital at the time, but it's a long story. I ended up going to the car park, which then, because I wasn't seen in the hospital during my curfew, I was then, what do you call it again?
Recalled you.
Yeah, recalled me due to that. I go back to prison. Now, as soon as I walked into the prison, because these are the videos that was recorded in that prison.
Okay.
So now I'm going in, and all these, it was like, bro, it's like they called each other up just to wait for this moment for me to come
it's like he was a superstar walking into prison.
I swear down now, I've walked into the gate, I've come in up the staircase, and like literally a good 10 of them, 15 of them are all waiting for me, which is unusual. Usually like, you get 3 or 4, but they were all waiting for this moment. I'm walking in. They were like, oh, you're TikTok famous now. I seen you all over TikTok. Oh, yeah. You say, yeah. Like, obviously, these times, it was a different reaction to what I was expecting. I thought I was going to get into a whole little shit for that. I thought, oh, straight away when I come in, they're probably going to take me to the block now. Because obviously having phones in prison and all that was quite, you know.
Yeah, you're not allowed.
And obviously, so basically what happened was, I've gone onto the wing. Now, everyone on the wing is saying TikTok famous, you're a TikTok superstar, bro. And all the govs are coming up to me every single day, like laughing about my videos. I'm going to the meds hatch, the nurses are clocking me. Like, this was proper fire. I had all the govs talking about it. The governor spoke to me about it. And, like, govs were coming up to me saying, "Oh, you better not be doing no TikTok videos," like, you know. But as a banter thing, it was like they were trying to give man like the heads up, like, loud,
do it, crack on, do your thing.
like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, there's even one. Hey, listen, I'm not gonna say his name, yeah, but there was a CM in it, and this was so funny.
What's CM?
CM is like a manager of a wing.
Okay, yeah.
So he's the head of the wing. So obviously, I took a video of me acting like I'm driving a car, but the way I was driving a car was like proper like bouncing, like I'm in a speed chase, like, you know, like trying to control the car, tilting all the way back till I'm about to drop or something. So this video went viral because obviously I sent it from prison to my man. Now I'm gassed.
Now the guy posting it all.
Yeah,
They're like, yeah, bro, keep posting.
Yeah. So now we're posting while I'm in there. So he's posted the video. This video's got like, I think this got like 500K in 2 hours, yeah?
Raw.
The next day, the CM sees it. The CM sees me, innit? Like, or the 2 days later, and he goes, he named me FunnyManGully.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he named
That's
me
where the name
FunnyManGully.
come from?
Yeah. No, I called myself, was it Gully or Funny Gully? He said, nah, FunnyManGully. You get it? So he put that little thing on the thing. But he started doing the karting. And then obviously I'm with a couple of the man them, and they're like, like they're bugging out. They're like, "Gully, stay away from my cell." Like a lot of people didn't want me to even go in their cells.
Why?
Because I was that hot. I was flaming, bro. Like all the govs were like if I came out of a cell, the gov would go into that cell and look around.
What, for a phone?
For a phone, because they think, oh, I'm just recording videos every day. That's what they thought I was trying to do, innit? But obviously,
My man went to prison to film.
yeah. So they had their eyes on me, but it was kind of strange because they didn't really spin me like that. They spun me a couple of times. Obviously, I had a problem with one of the governors in it. He didn't really like me. I didn't like him at the time, so we had some issues. But when they spun me, obviously I was having a nightmare at the time. So I was having a dream about some people coming into my room to stab me up.
Actually having a dream?
Yeah, of some people coming to stab me up.
Yeah.
But it was like, I don't know. It was so weird because it was like I'm having this dream that people are about to come in.
And he walks in.
No, they come to spin me.
Oh, raw.
So they run in the cell, say, stay where you are. Booted it, obviously come in. You know how they come in, like in thingy. This was DST as well. This was security govs. They're different to prison wings. They won't come in politely. They'll come in shouting and screaming. So I've come out of a mad dream thinking I'm getting stabbed up. So I've screamed so loud. I was like, ah, like this. Bro, everyone could hear me. The whole wing could hear me screaming. I felt embarrassed, man. People saying, like, obviously my boys are like, he did sound like a girl, like. So I was embarrassed about that. But yeah, so I was speaking to the governor. I said to the governor, listen. I said, yeah, why are you coming for me for this and that? They're like, oh, shut up.
The governor,
yeah. It was like, oh, just shut up, mate. You're all over TikTok and we just span you now. You've been in the jail for like 4 months, 5 months. People get spanned for way lesser reasons. Like, and we've just decided to come in now for you. Do you get it? So you've been let off. You've been given a blind. I was like, nah, bro. Like, obviously, just still trying to back my thing. And then, basically, that governor there ended up. He was actually a CM before, but I got into issues with him because it was straight off the bounce. Because one time I got nicked with a phone. I actually got caught with a mobile phone
in prison. Yeah.
Now, when I got caught with this mobile phone, one of the young G's on the wing must have asked me to borrow the phone in it, and he was supposed to give it to his friend, my friend as well, because they were both using the phone, but he didn't end up giving it to his mate. Which his mate ended up getting it off him towards bang up time, which is close to bang up. So when I came down to get the phone back, the kid ain't got it. He's saying to me, my man's got it. I said, bruv, he's banged up, like. So I'm at his cell going, bro, like, give me back my shit, fam. Like, you lot are taking a piss, like, you banged up with my shit. Like, who told you to bang up with my shit? He was like, blood, like, come on, boy, I didn't even use it. But me and him are quite close, and he's a good kid. I was like, listen, just slide it under the door. He slid it under the door. No, obviously, I've gone to call someone, one guy in it, to keep an eye out for me. Because obviously, that whole spur, it was called a spur. That whole spur everyone was banged up on this spur.
And you're the only one out.
I'm the only one out. I'm not on that spur. So nothing else is happening on any other movement on that landing that they can see apart from me. When a gov comes, this gov, that obviously us two didn't really like each other at the time. He comes on the landing. And then he kind of walks off, then comes back on, walks off. So I'm waiting for the in between those times to quickly get my thing in it. I get the guy to keep an eye out for me. As soon as my man slides the phone under the door, do you know what my man does? Oh, Gully, you're so hot, man. That's just flames, man. Bro, I swear down now, the gov wasn't even realizing what was going on. He only heard my man shouting. That's the only reason why he looked at me and saw me putting the phone down my sock. So then I've turned round and he's like, you know what I'm saying? And obviously where he's blocked the door of where I can escape, it was actually peak for me. So first of all, I tried to blag it by giving him the charger. I said, that was it, I swear down. I said, officer, I got nothing else. What you want? Like, there's nothing, just let me go, man. And then I just thought, you know what? I'm either going to end up like getting into a tussle with this guy where he can end up claiming that I assaulted him or whatever. Yeah. And I get caught with the phone. So it will be an assault on the officer and possession with a mobile phone. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going to get some extra time for that. So I just went, boom, just handed it to him. I said, just move out of my way. Like, I was angry, innit? Went back to my cell. And I just remember being, quite upset about that for like a good couple of days. And I remember like people trying to make comments on the wing about it.
So look, Gully, you know what I'm going to do, yeah? Listen, I'll be real with you. I need to bring you back for part 2.
Okay.
Because if not, we're going to sit here and tell them all the gossip already.
Yeah.
So what we need to tell the viewers, how many likes should we aim for on this video?
Bruv, listen, if you guys can get this to 50K, I'll come
No. Bro, 50,000 likes.
Yeah, 50K.
No. Bro,
50K, man.
Inshallah. Bro, on
like
YouTube,
it. Don't just watch it. Don't take the piss, bruv. Like it, man. Support the hustle.
Bro. Come on, we need to bro, 50,000 likes. This ain't TikTok, bro. This is YouTube.
Okay, cool. I'll
Say 5K likes.
5K likes.
5,000 likes, guys.
Yeah.
And we'll bring Gully on for part 2.
Yeah.
But before we end it, part 2 is for all the stories. Talk to me about what's going on in your life now.
So now I've got out, straight away I decided to move out of my old city, moved straight into a new city. So now I'm like in a whole different location. I got signed to a management.
50,000 likes.
Yeah. yeah. Is that a lot?
On YouTube?
On YouTube?
50,000 likes.
Is that viral? That's viral.
That's viral. You get 50K likes, bro. You're coming in for part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, all of it. You're here. You're the co-host, bro.
Yeah, so so I got signed to like a management, met a lot of content creators, met some really big rappers, met like thingy. Listen, I know I've talked a lot about like crime and I made it look like, let me tell you one thing, yeah. Prison is not like a summer camp. So don't think it's like a summer camp, because it's not, yeah. It's the worst place you can be. You can only buy one canteen a week, yeah. You're controlled probably by someone that's going to be younger than you, telling you when to bang up, bro. You're basically a slave. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're someone else's slave, bro.
That's true, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So I just say, listen, even though you hear people talk about prison, don't get it in your mind that prison is a cool thing or it's a good place to go. Because I'll tell you this now, it's a waste of time. Majority of the time, you're banged up like 22 hours a day, 23. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're misbehaving to the max, you're banged up 23 and a half. If they let you even have a shower that day. Some days you have to ride 24 straight on the bang up. No TV, looking at 4 brick walls. So I'd advise anyone not to do that, man. Yeah, don't go jail, man. Just do something else. Get your money elsewhere, bro.
So you turn your life around now, yeah? You're staying on a straight and narrow road.
Yeah, straight and narrow. I swear down now, yeah, literally, bro. Like, I have no interest in like committing crimes. Like, re-offending.
Bro, shall I be honest with you, Gully? I'll be real with you. You're funny as fuck, bro.
Yeah, safe, man.
Like, if you want to do it properly, social media-wise, bro, you can smash it, bro. You're fucking jokes. Like, I'm being real with you, bro. You're naturally funny. You know people try and be funny. Yeah. You don't. Yeah, no, like, you're just jokes. Like, you could sit here and I just laugh all day, bro.
Yeah, 100, man. That's what I'm trying to say. So bring me on more things, innit?
Bro, you know what I'm going to do?
All the time, bro.
You know what I'm going to do? Yeah? I'm going to tell the viewers, yeah? You know what? Guys, how about we do this? If this video hits 5K likes, how about we bring Gully on as a co-host for an episode?
Sick.
We'll pick the guest. We'll get a guest. We'll get someone.
Yeah.
And we'll let you come on as a co-host and you can interview them. I'll let you be the host. I'll be your co-host for the day.
Banging.
Yeah?
Banging.
Guys, 5,000 likes. Let's make it happen if you want to see him come back. Gully, pleasure having you on the show, my brother. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.